Hello, my name is John French. I'm seeking a second term on Squamish Council, and it's been a very busy time the last couple of weeks as all the candidates have been campaigning. And one of the things that the Squamish Chamber, in conjunction with Tourism Squamish and the Downtown Business Improvement Association, did was they reached out to all of us and asked us to create 3 one-minute videos. And I've completed those 3, and I thought that they should be shared more broadly than just with the members of those 3 organizations. So this video is going to include all 3 of those videos. And then just before I get to question number 1, I'll also point out that I had a great meeting with Jeremy and Adrian, who are 2 members of the Tourism Squamish board. And in that meeting was also Tourism Squamish staff member Heather Kawaguchi. Great meeting. We talked about a lot of things that were mostly tourism related and circled back to housing, because so many of our conversations are about housing affordability in Squamish, transportation, regional transportation, and parking issues downtown. We covered a lot of stuff. So the 3 videos, question number 1 that they asked us to tackle was, how will you develop and fund an integrated local and regional transit system? And how would you support businesses that provide alternative forms of transportation? For years, the local governments between Britannia and Mount Currie have been trying to initiate a regional transportation system. We floated the idea of using a fuel tax. We're already paying it, and we all know what the pump prices are. The fuel companies are taking the transit tax as profit from Squamish. We might as well use that transit tax to fund our transit system. It's just not happening. Mark Seger, one of the mayoral candidates in West Vancouver, has a brilliant idea. He's rallying around extending the Blue Bus service to Squamish. Let's jump on that. Work with West Vancouver to make that happen as our first leg for regional transit, which will help to leverage getting the next leg to Whistler and then up to Mount Currie. Alternative transportation. Let's continue to make sure those building new structures in Squamish are including bike infrastructure that makes the use of bikes painless. The next question posed to each of the candidates was, how will you stimulate new community or private investment in tourism infrastructure such as hotels, campgrounds, marine access, recreation amenities, etc.? Let's start with hotels. The Oceanfront Lands project includes a hotel proposal. It's going to happen, and if I'm reelected, I'll make sure that there are no barriers and it's constructed as soon as possible, because we need those new rooms. And I think campgrounds is super important. We need more of those as well. 723, the number of sites we have right now, just isn't enough. So we need to continue the lobby of the provincial government and produce some results. Actually get some new campsites with the cooperation of the provincial government. And there is an opportunity for entrepreneurs to create more private camp areas in Squamish. We need to work with the private sector to figure out who out there has the skills to bring those new sites. Marine access, we need a new boat launch. That's obvious. There's some really good energy around that and some good work already being done. That needs to be supported over the next 4 years. The final question we were asked to tackle was, labor is a major challenge for our business community with many issues affecting the size of the labor pool. What is your priority area of focus to address labor challenges, and how will you implement solutions? This is such an important question for our community. And the way to support housing for workers is to get behind our housing society that was just recently created. The Whistler Housing Authority did this very successfully very early on after their society was created. And we need to make sure that developers are contributing units, actual housing units, to that society so that it starts to build a pool of housing units. And then from there, they can leverage those units to create even more. And then also, support is needed for Economic Development Office. They've been doing some really great initiatives aimed at drawing the industries that we want for Squamish, the types of work that we want to have here to reduce the number of people that are commuting to Whistler and to Vancouver.